Okay, this is a reading for Sagittarius or whoever's watching. Um, I had already started a video, but then I had to end it because I got a phone call that was pretty important I had to take. I'm on my phone recording, but um, so these two cards came out. Okay, first it was this butterfly spirit card that came out, number 8. Okay, and we are in an 8-year in numerology, which is, a karmic energy. So a lot of people are going to be getting paid back with karma, but also it's like good and bad. So, I think most Sagittariuses are going to get really good energy this year. But there's like a huge transformation that you guys are going through, and I feel like it's like a death and a rebirth, with this like Scorpio butterfly energy. So Spirit's helping you transform. I also feel like Spirit's also kind of helping a lot of you guys come out of your like shell. Like this year may be the year that you're kind of going to be seen more, which would make sense because February 10th we go into the dragon year. And the dragon energy is, go big or go home, okay? It's a very like out, you're going to be out there type energy. And somebody had commented earlier on another video and said, "Man, I've just really been going through it for months. I don't know what's wrong." And I asked her what year she was born, and sure enough, she was born in a rooster year. And so, if you were born in like 81, it's every 12 years in Chinese astrology. If you're a rooster in Chinese astrology and you've been having a rough time, you'll be coming out of that energy February 10th. So just hang in there, okay? You got about another, 11 days or some crap. Um, but you are in your enemy energy. We're in a cat year. They say rabbit, but it's actually the cat. Japanese is more accurate than the Chinese part. But anyway, we're in a cat year. Cats and roosters are enemy. So if you've been having a really hard time this year, you will feel completely better. It'll be like a huge relief, as soon as we hit February 10th. And then this card came out, this one energy. So I feel like there's a lot of new beginnings coming, but we have air spirit, knowledge. So this lets me know that I feel like spirit is transforming a lot of you guys to help give you spiritual knowledge, and to help you to come out of your shell so that you can share this spiritual knowledge, okay? And that one is like action energy, okay? Look what's at the bottom. It says, Wizard of the Woods, focus, okay? So a lot of you guys need to really focus, on, like your goals and your spiritual journey and stuff like that. Oh, wow, look at this. Owl wisdom. So owl spirit. So see, a lot of you guys are seers. Like you have this gift to see. And then that's like breaks down to a number 9, which is like completion. So a lot of you guys could be wrapping up cycles in your life. But you see that owl is like over her head. I feel like you have a spirit guide. Those of you who know you're on a spiritual journey and are meant to be sharing your wisdom, there's like you have a spirit guide that's sitting right on top of your head. And I don't even think you realize it. But this spirit guide is helping to give you knowledge. And you guys are the seers. So that means that you can see in the dark. You know what people's intentions are. So if you haven't felt this just yet or experienced this just yet, it looks like they're about to do some type of like upgrade in your spiritual knowledge here. And you're going to start being able to see things you could not see before, maybe even hear things you couldn't hear before. But they're transforming you. And then it says Spirit Guardian of Spring, activation. So it looks like this is going to start taking place more in the springtime. Okay. And it's funny that there's a swan here, and then this broad is in a swan boat. So it's almost like you could be being led to your soulmate too, because the swans mate for life. But there's an activation here going on within your life. But I don't think you're even aware that's happening, but you're going to. You will. Dragonfly spirit change. Yeah, I'll see. They are really wanting to talk about this change. You guys are transforming. And you know what's crazy is the read that I did earlier. It talked about going to the land of milk and honey. And something told me to put a bee on the emojis on the header of that video. And when I went outside earlier after I got done doing that video, I went to leave the house. and I took the trash out, and there was a bee right there on the trash can, and it actually flew inside the trash can bin, and I had to hold the lid up and shoo it out of there, because had I not, it would have just been stuck in the trash can. And so I was like telling this bee, I was like, hey, get out of there, like you don't need to be in there. So I shoot it out, and then I go and get in the car, and I kid you not, I rolled down the windows, because where I'm at, it has been really cold, but the last several days it's been like springtime here. So this could even be talking about this is happening like right now. Okay. So anyway, I rolled the windows down, and then I was messing around on my phone, checking my emails, and I was just sitting there, and then the bee comes in the car and is like right in front of me, right in front of me, buzzing around. And I'm like, hey, you got to get out of here. And so I shooed him out. And he kept trying to come back in. I had to roll the window up. But so finally, I just heard a voice say, don't even worry about him. It's like a spirit guide. So I was like, okay. And so he just stayed in the car for a little while. And then I went 2 blocks down the road and he flew out. So for one, they're getting tricked because they think, hey, it's 70 degrees out and so winter's over, but it's not. But the fact that there was this one random bee that bugging me like that, it let me know that like the why they had me put that bee emoji. It was confirmation of the last video that you guys are transforming and moving into the land of milk and honey. Okay, the bees represent the honey. So spirit is really funny. Some of you guys could be seeing butterflies, dragonflies, are gonna start seeing them a lot, you know. Wow, look at this. Spirit guardian of summer expansion. See, there's something that is going to really transform and take place here over the spring and summer months. But I feel like it's just like this abundance, like an abundance energy that is around you guys. And if you watch me a lot, I don't really use these oracles, but once again, you know, they like to tell me what to use. And I have a box, like a little treasure chest over here full of different cards. So they're like, tell me to get in there. Look what's at the bottom. It talks about the winter. You know, it's like you guys could be retreating right now, but you're fixing to come out of your shell and into something really beautiful here. Crystal Cave, trust. Okay, so they want you to trust them. And then Eagle Spirit, freedom. Yeah, I feel like they could have just set you free from something. So if you, look what's at the bottom again. Focus. Like, this reminds me of that, what is that movie? It's like, I think, Merlin or something. I don't know if it's a cartoon or something, but this wizard reminds me of that. Some of you guys that are males are like wizards and don't even know it. I know like people probably think, okay, yeah, whatever, but it's true. Like a lot of you guys in past lives had these huge spiritual gifts, and it's about to come into your reality this life. You're going to start remembering things, especially if you're going through a huge spiritual awakening. Like you're seeing the numbers and the signs, like the bees and like all that. Like you may think you're going crazy, but you're not. Okay. But this eagle eye, you know, this always reminds me of the Emperor too in tarot, because the Emperor has that eagle with him. But there's something you were set free from with this 13 is the death card in tarot too. So again, it's that Scorpio energy of like a death and a rebirth. Some of you guys could be kind of just hermiting right now with that Crystal Cave. Look. Wise woman of the grove, Grace. See, you guys have an ancestor here who's helping you, because I feel like they had you let go of something here. It's like there's a female around you, and you notice how both these cards came out together and they're like in the woods together. So there's something here about letting go. But you see how she is like, has a treasure chest here? Or is that what they're leading you to? What is that? Is that a ring? Oh, don't tell me y'all are getting married. Wise woman of the grove, Grace. You know what? Hold on. Where's the book to this? I'm going to read this because I kept seeing her when I was shuffling. She's trying to tell you something, this old lady. Is she native? I believe she is American Indian. Yeah, she's definitely. It says, the wise woman of the grove steps forward and hands you a carved wooden box. Wow, the freaking box that I have over here that I just said is a treasure. Holy shit. I'm gonna take a picture of this and I'll post it on my YouTube page, okay, in the community section. The chest where I have all my oracle cards looks just like this. And I just now pieced this together. That is so funny. And they're the ones that told me to get in this chest to get these cards out. This is so funny. It says, in the hands you are intricately carved wooden box. This is my gift to you. Guard it well. With care you open the box. Inside rests a perfect ruby. It sparkles in the light. This is a joy activator, she says. Hold it to your heart and all around you, in all directions. All beings will relax and find joy in the moment. Joy is the great gift that you can give to another. It is a gift of grace. And it says, when this card chooses you, you are at the advent of a remarkable time of ease, wisdom, healing, joy, and inspiration. Your ability to hear the voices of spirit is rapidly expanding. Spirit guardians are watching over you with immense love and kindness. Being in the state of grace means being blessed by divine forces. Grace can mean having enough inner nobility that even if you know your opinion is absolutely right, you don't push the point. You're willing to drop it, knowing that in the great scheme of things, it is not that important. Besides, the Creator knows the truth of the situation, even if others don't. There are times to be abruptly, starkly honest, but this isn't one of them. Be diplomatic and gracious in your interactions with others. Speak with love and kindness. Wow. So if you guys have been wanting to like really tell somebody what time it is, they're trying to tell you not to do that. So there's somebody or some type of situation they're trying to tell you to show somebody grace. And then did you hear that it says you are able to hear the voices of spirit rapidly expanding? So if you go back to what I was saying at the beginning when I was pulling these cards, you guys are going to start to be able to hear Spirit's voice. Start paying attention to that. You're not crazy. It's not your mind. Just like people could think I'm crazy because they always tell me what cards to pick. If you'll start listening to that voice, you'll think it's just your own mind. Like that's how I also figured out I was a medium. Like you have to it comes naturally, but you guys are about to have this like awakening. And they're giving you this gift. It says, the spirit of the wise woman of the grove says, you can relax and let go. Your path is guided. Spiritual nobility is growing within you. The spirit of grace is softly unfolding in your life. Kindly honor the truth of others. Even if you don't agree or if you know better, the Creator knows the truth. And then you see how she has the letting go next to it. So you guys, this is really amazing. If you're dealing with somebody and you know that you said the right thing, you know you're like standing on your truth in a certain situation, but somebody else doesn't see your truth, somebody else feels that they're right, okay? And maybe you felt you're right, they're wrong. Well, they feel they're right and you're wrong. So this is huge because if it wasn't, they would not have went out of their way to make this a point. Somebody is watching who needs to hear this message. You could be a very stubborn individual. And there's somebody who you know is wrong and you were right, but you need to show them grace. And they're trying to tell you to let go. Because, see, if you hold on to that energy of needing to be right and they were wrong and you're holding on to a very negative energy. And see, there's another thing I didn't tell. So they're trying to tell you that you need to let this go for your own good because you don't want to hold on to that bad energy. So if somebody wants, just let them be right. Just say, you know what, you're right. It's okay. And let it go. But there's something else I didn't tell you guys. See, I had started the video. And when I had a white candle out here, a white tea light candle. And they told me to take the white one out and to light a black one because I was feeling negative energy. And that was in my original video until my phone rang and I had to end the video. So you guys didn't hear that. And I wasn't going to say anything, but now that I've read this, I'm understanding that you guys, if you're resonating with this, if you've been holding on to something, maybe you feel like somebody wronged you, okay? You need to just let it go and show them grace and make peace, because God knows the truth. He knows your heart. He knows what your intentions was and wasn't in a situation. And this person could have went and was talking to other people about you. And you know in your heart that what they're saying is not right about you. You need to just let it go, because what you're doing is you're allowing negative energy to attach itself to you. And you have too much going for yourself, like spiritually. They don't want you to hold on to this. But it's also, you have these ancestors here who are going to start activating like your spiritual gifts. So you're going to start hearing from them more. So I'll take a picture of my little treasure chest and show you guys. But it's so funny how she's kind of just like looking, like she's watching you. Like, what is that? Is there something on her head? I can't tell, but it's funny how they do this. It's even funnier that I have that chest over here. It looks like it. That's so hilarious how they do that. I'm going to pull one of these oracles too, because they told me to bust this out too. So, wow. Look at this. This card, this top card almost flew off and went flying. What is it? Luminaire Seed Codes. Embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace. Are you kidding me? Living with grace. There's something about needing to show somebody grace. And you know, that's what Jesus did. You know, like all those messed up humans, and he went and died for them, just and showed them his grace. And that's another thing, you know, maybe you're dealing with you know how like religious people, the ones who actually killed Jesus because they thought he was a witch. It was just really great manifester, man. You know how like, so Jesus died on the cross to forgive us for our sins, but so that we would be covered by grace. Okay. So everybody sins. I don't care who you are. You have sin, but you're covered by grace. So there's something about that. Like if you're holding on to some type of, you know, like a religious spirit that's trying to tell you that like you have to do this, you have to do that, or you're going to hell. And, you know, it's like God is telling you like you're saved by grace. If you weren't, what was the point of him giving his only son? You know, it's like a slap in the face to Jesus to believe that you can somehow be separated from God. It's not true. So somebody needs to hear that. And I also want to start, thought about doing a video on this, because a lot of people have you know, they demonize tarot. They demonize these gifts and say that they're evil when I don't believe they are. I believe that every single human being, if you do everything with a pure heart and pure intentions, that it's coming from God. So somebody needs to hear that, because a lot of people could be, you know, there for a while I would hide it. Like I didn't want people to know I was a tarot card reader, because I was like a Christian, and you know, they look down on it. They demonize you. And now I'm to the point, I don't even care who knows. Like, I don't even care. If you don't love me for who I am, then beat it. You know, you're not meant to be in my life anyway. Okay, Luminaire Seed Codes. So what does this mean? Because it was ready to fly out, and it has the word grace on it, just like the other one. Let's see, H-I-J-K. Oh. It's like, reminds me of being in, like, when you're a kid, like in kindergarten, you're trying to count with your fingers. Okay, it says, Lumirera, how do you say that word anyway? Lumirera was a civilization that was in the middle of the Pacific Ocean in ancient times. The inhabitants of the sacred land lived in complete harmony with nature And oh my goodness, and that broad, that beautiful lady, was in the forest. It says, I'm the worst about interrupting reading and movies. Okay. It says the inhabitants of the sacred land lived in complete harmony with the nature and had a connection with every living being, similar to the movie Avatar. Their inner vision was fully activated to the point where it was thought that their pineal gland was fully developed and they could see for hundreds of miles in every direction in a similar way of the dolphins and whales. The majority operated from their heart space, honoring one another in nature, so much so that when their civilization came to an end through a cataclysmic event, most likely the plates of the earth shifting, causing volcano eruptions or a tsunami, most of them ascended. It is said that these highly attuned beings knew that their civilization would end and decided to send healing waves into another part of the world for future civilizations to benefit from. They telepathically channeled their frequency into a thought form that would become crystals that would be found thousands, possibly millions of years later. These luminarian seeds are a type of quartz crystal mostly found in Brazil and Colombia. They are powerful crystals with striations similar to barcodes engraved on their faces. They have a feminine, receptive energy that is said to help us step into a more feminine way of being in order to help the evolution of the species. It says, then it just tells you to visualize yourself like on a island holding this crystal and then calling on the ancient luminarians or whatever they are. It says and then it says your message. You are a highly sensitive being. You might feel that it is a curse, but this card is here to let you know that this is a gift. It indicates that you have spent lifetimes upon lifetimes living with a giant shield up to stop the world from seeing the real you. But you are a highly unique soul with incredible gifts that are worth sharing. Through embracing your uniqueness, you can help many others embrace their own. This lifetime is a more graceful existence with less defense and more trust. It is not about protecting yourself, but stepping into the space of surrender and revealing your true self. Wow. And you know, it's crazy because the other oracles, remember I said it looks like you're going to be stepping out of your shell and be seen more this year? So it's like you're meant to share these spiritual gifts that you have. It's funny, that oracle didn't mention the word grace in it one time, I don't believe. I read it all. But it's so funny how it lined up with the other oracles, that name. Let me pull one more. I'm not going to read it all, but I'll read the last little part. Soul Star activation. Fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. Look at this. Look at this. And then look what came out with it. Pleiadian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. So see, some of you guys are going to show somebody grace, okay, that you have a soul contract with, and you're going to come to a peaceful resolution. But also somebody commented, and I don't think I mentioned this in my last video. So if you're watching, it was a guy, I believe, you commented and you put pineal gland, or however you say it. You put that in a comment earlier on my last video, the milk and honey one. And I don't believe I mentioned that in my video. So shout out to you. You are one of the ones who have a spiritual gift, and you are one of the ones who they're talking to, because you picked up on all this before it was even put out. So whoever you are, if you guys go look at my last video, you'll see who he is. You have a gift. So you're one of these light beings. You guys are being activated, man. Soul Star activation. Let me see. I'll read a little bit of this. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, okay? Like I said with the other oracles, you guys have had spiritual gifts for lifetimes, and you are now waking up to those gifts. Okay, so no, you're not going crazy. You're being awakened, and you have gifts that you're meant to be using. Okay, it says, through your previous journeys, you have learned much about your inner workings of your soul and about the cycles of karma. Before this incarnation, you set a powerful intention to remember your divine origins. At this point, you are in a powerful space, for you are remembering who you truly are, and you know that you have it within you to make a great difference in your own life and in the lives of those you love and in the course of the world. This remembering is in alignment with the soul contracts you made before coming to this realm. If you find yourself worrying if you are making the right decisions, know that even if you aren't conscious of it, all that you have chosen so far is in accordance with your soul's evolutionary plan. And when you draw this gateway, you're opening up on higher levels. Okay. I'm also like, some of you guys who are kind of going through it, they have you secluded for a reason. Okay. So start when if you're alone right now, because so say people left your life or whatever the circumstance, spend that time learning some type of spiritual knowledge, because they don't do that. They did that to me for like 2 years, and I didn't understand why, but it's because like God had to literally sit me down, because I was a busybody, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna take everything away from you, so you have no choice but to sit your ass down and pay attention to what I'm telling you. And it was at that time that I learned tarot, I learned numerology and everything else. Okay, and he put the right people in my path to learn it from. It was, nobody taught me tarot. I just learned it on my own. So don't think that, that was one of the main things that you could think, that you have to go learn this, that you have to go to somebody else to learn tarot or to do this or to do that. No, you already have the knowledge within you. You will activate it. The more you get up every day and you practice it and you just start doing it, it'll just come to you. It's like a remembering. Like you just start remembering it. So that's that. I'll quit preaching for the night. Let's see, what else is coming towards Sagittarius, Spirit? What's coming towards Sagittarius or whoever is watching? Some of you guys also, I'm going to tell you, since we're fixing to move into the dragon year, now if you're a dog, you're not going to want to do this, okay? Because the dog is your enemy sign. If you are, the dragon and the dog are enemy signs. So anyway, some of you guys need to get something that's called dragon's blood oil, and start using that and anoint your windows and your doors with it. They're telling me to tell you guys that. I don't know if it's going to protect you. I don't know if it's going to help you awaken, but you need to get, it's called dragon's blood oil, okay, and use it. You can even like put it on your candle wicks and stuff like that. But and I'm not just saying that because we're going into the dragon year. There's something about it. I don't know why they're... I keep seeing like the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Like there could be somebody coming in with like who's angry. Maybe it'll protect you from this energy. I don't know. Eight of Swords. So a lot of you guys are doing a lot of overthinking here, Gemini energy. Or this could be somebody else. Empress. So I feel like somebody's thinking of you, because you guys are always this Empress energy. Yeah, look, here goes this person that I was seeing when I was shuffling. You have somebody who's pissed off at you. This person's thinking about you like nonstop. I don't feel like you care or you're fine, because you're like sitting here and this person's behind you. So you could have left an energy who you felt was negative or you felt was playing mind games with you. This person's thinking a lot about you. This person could also be like kept you in confusion. Like being with this individual, you never know what they were going to do. You know, it was just always confusion. And maybe like every time you tried to get clarity from this individual, they didn't want to give it to you. Because I see a lot of confusion and like mind effing going on here. I also feel like you have a lot of options. Like, yeah, this person couldn't wait to come out. Here they are. So this person is going to rush into you. You know, they got something to say. This is somebody you already know. They're coming back your way. Okay? They're coming back. So this is somebody who left. And now they're back. I feel like you tried to move on to peaceful, calmer waters, but this person's not done talking. They got something. They could be pissy. Yeah, I'll tell you what they did. So this individual, they kept you confused about this Ten of Pentacles. They kept you in a state of confusion. Okay, they never really told you what they wanted, and I feel like maybe every time you tried to ask them what they wanted, they bullshitted you, is what I'm seeing here. So this person could like try to come to your house. Like I also feel like you could have told somebody what time it is, as far as like, because I see here clearly I'm dealing with like a Sagittarius or whoever you are watching. You're somebody who wants the Ten of Pentacles. You're somebody who wants to build a home with somebody. You actively want to build something to get this Ten of Pentacles. So you could have been dealing with like a page or like this Knight of Swords. Somebody who, they're just all over the place. You can't build with somebody who keeps you in a state of confusion. And I feel like you told this person that and then left. And now they're back. They got something to say. They're not done with you yet. Yeah, and if you've been being quiet, or they've been being quiet, they're about to come out of that energy, say something to you. Yeah, and if they blocked you, Leo, Pisces, Capricorn, Aries energy, if they blocked you, they're about to unblock you to say something to you. Yeah, this person's going to say something to you. They're going to shoot you a message. They could offer you an apology. They could, you know, say, let's go have dinner or some shit. I don't know. You're very indecisive about this, though. Yeah. I feel like you know, you really pulled back your energy from this person. So this person also could be indecisive themselves on whether they want to send you this message or not. But they are definitely feeling the distance. Like you put the distance there. Knight of Pentacles reversed. I feel like this person wants you dependent on them. Because they know that you're actually the Knight of Pentacles upright. You're very independent, good looking, single, very self-sufficient. But for some reason, this person wants you in the reverse. Which means they wanted you dependent on them for something. Whether it was emotions or, I don't know, something. Okay? But they're feeling like your distance. Yeah, and I feel like you're working. So you put distance in between you and this individual and you just went to work. I always see that in your readings. And then we have the Strength card in reverse. Okay, so somebody was holding back from you, or you were holding back from them, and now they want to come. They no longer want to hold back from you. They're also seeing something from a different perspective when it comes to you. I also feel like this could be the person that Spirit is trying to tell you to show grace. Like you might know that you were right in a certain situation. This person doesn't think like you, so keep that in mind, okay? You could be very wise, you know, and they're kind of having awakened. I don't know. Everybody goes through their own spiritual awakening. So, but this person could be the one they're telling you to show grace to. It's definitely somebody from your past. This person's looking back at their past with you. They're kind of thinking of everything you went through. They could also be waiting for you. And then we have the King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then the Eight of Wands in reverse. So see, there's a coming back. Like there's a reverse. We've seen it with the Six of Swords, now the Eight of Wands. I feel like this person feels like communication is blocked between the two of you. And then these three came out together. So somebody really, really wants to come talk to you. Like they feel like they want to do right. They want to balance things out. And then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So this person could be trying to tell you that they want to do right by you and not be the Knight of Wands anymore, hopefully, if that's, you know, what you're wanting. You know, the Knight of Wands is somebody who likes to run off and you're sick of that shit. And, you know, this person knows, I feel like, if they don't come right with, you know, what you're expecting, they're going to get cut. And you're not doing this to be mean. I just feel like you're doing this because you don't have time for it. You're not wasting your life source energy on it. But it's kind of funny because before I even pulled out the tarot, I kept hearing Libra, Libra, Libra. So some of you guys could be dealing with a Libra. Somebody wants to come speak their truth, give you clarity. They could also like want to apologize for being the Knight of Wands. But there's like an injustice here that was done. And this person could want to come back and make things right. But there is this sense of like, this person thinks they're right, but you feel like you're right. And so you could be, if this is another fire sign or it is an air sign, they could be a fire with air dominant, something like that. But you both are very stubborn is what I'm seeing. And you're both very headstrong. So you could have to show this person grace and just say, you know what, you're right, even when you know they're wrong. That may be what Spirit is trying to tell you to do here. Yeah, this person, you know, this fire energy comes out quite a bit. This person's going to tell you what happened. So you're going to get some type of truth out of somebody. They're going to tell you, like, just how jealous they were of a third party. There could have been a friend or a third party. Somebody was in the mix, and this person was very jealous of that. So you're going to get some type of truth from this person, like maybe why they acted a certain way. Yeah, and they want to heal this situation with you and come back around. Okay, you could have been friends with this person, or you got, I feel like you do have a soul contract with them with the Six of Cups, a past life soulmate energy. So if you're having a hard time breaking away from somebody, that's why. Yeah. It's kind of funny because the Queen of Wands came out in reverse, the same way the Knight of Pentacles did. And I'm just not beat to do it. I'm not beat to do it. I am not going to put y'all in the reverse. I'm just not. Yeah, look who's down here. Look who's down here. Okay, this is some funny shit. This is funny. Okay, so I'm going to tell you exactly what this person is thinking. You are dealing with some type of air-fire dynamic because you guys match each other. So that whoever this person is, you guys actually think a lot alike. You're both headstrong. You both think you're right. Okay, but I'm going to tell you, Sagittarius, I feel like it was you. You guys are the wise ones. Okay, I hope that Crosswatcher ain't watching today. This person's pissed at you. First of all, that's why the Knight of Swords is here. That's why the Ace of Swords is here. They're in the King of Swords. They feel like they're right and you're wrong. And the way that I know this, because they have you in the reverse. They had you in the reverse with the Knight of Pentacles. They put you in the reverse in this, but I flipped you upright. And this person put you in the reverse in the Queen of Swords. So they feel like they're the just one. They're the right one because they were upright. The King of Wands was upright. The King of Swords is upright. But whoever this person is you're dealing with, they had you in reverse in both suits. So this person's energy is coming through saying like, hey, I'm right, you're wrong. So this is why, and I feel like you have a damn soul contract with this individual. And that's why Spirit is telling you to take the high road and to let this person be right. Because this person, this King of Wands always comes out with the Five of Swords. They're a right fighter. That means they want to win at all costs, and they're right and you're wrong. Now, you could easily go to war with this person and say, you know what, you're an idiot, I'm right, you're wrong, and just continue this battle. But that's not what Spirit is advising you to do for some reason. For some reason, you have to show this person grace and let them be right. And say, you know what, you're right, I'm wrong. Because that's what they believe. But you know what? God knows the truth. God knows who was actually right, and it was not this person. I hope the cross watcher's not watching today. But this person, there's something else. Could be a Leo, Libra. Yeah, the point is, this person wants to return to you. They don't want you to end things with them. And they do view you as the Ten of Cups. So when you're with this person, there is some type of an emotional, like, bond you have. Like, do you make this person emotionally happy? And then we have the Ten of Wands reversed. So they want to drop this burden. Like, they're not ready to drop you. Like, I do feel like if you have ghosted them and went quiet on them, this is really a huge burden on them. Yeah, and they watch you. Okay, so this person watches you. They stalk you. They like to keep a close eye on you. I also feel like if there was a third party or something, they're watching that person too. Definitely like a Leo energy here. You make this person really happy though, whoever they are. Like when things are good. Yeah, this person doesn't want to let go of you. So they're still holding on to you pretty tight here. Yeah, and they want to come out of the cold. Okay, so whoever this is, they really want to come out of the cold with you. They don't like this arguing. Yeah, they could feel like you're juggling them. Or maybe they're juggling you. Yeah. Okay, look, we have the Tower. So you guys definitely had an ending. And then we have the Devil in reverse. So I feel like you and this person both. I feel like the Spirit is saying this is going to be up to you. You guys are going to have to be the adults in this situation and balance this out. You're going to have to do a balancing act with this individual to bring harmony and peace back to this connection. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to go back and be in a relationship with this person, but for some reason, there needs to be peace and balance and harmony so that you can energetically let go of this. Because this person is tied to you, and you both need to release this devil energy. So that could have became toxic or something. And it's like, don't allow anger to take hold of you. Don't allow resentment and bitterness and pettiness and wanting to win at all costs. That is not going to help you advance your spiritual journey here on this earth. It's just not. You're going to have to be peace. Like, you see how she's surrounded by peace? You need to bring peace to this situation and let this person be right. Like, let them be right. Yeah. So that you can move on to your destiny. So that this can get out of your energy and move on. You're going to have to alchemize it. You guys are the alchemists. Sagittarius are the alchemists. Yeah. And look, now you're in the upright. So, Spirit is saying, by you telling this person, hey, I'm sorry, I was wrong, you're right. You're being the bigger person. You're being the earth angel that you're meant to be. And you're allowing this energy to leave you. Okay? You're allowing it to leave. Because you know you were right. Okay? You know the truth. But what's the point of taking all your life source energy into being right? You don't have to. God knows the truth. So God knows your heart. God knew that whatever happened in this situation, and I don't even know what the situation was. I just know there was some truth that you spoke. Something happened. But God's saying, I know the truth. Like, I know the truth. Like, you didn't have ill intentions in this at all. Yeah, see, this person, whoever they are, they're trying to paint you as a liar. They're trying to say Sagittarius is a liar. Sagittarius didn't do right. Sagittarius betrayed me. Sagittarius snuck and did this, this, and this. Something happened And this person's trying to paint a picture to people that you lied when you didn't. So this makes sense why this is probably going to be one of the hardest things you'll ever have to do in life. And I'll tell you why. Because Sagittariuses are the truth tellers of the zodiac. If you don't want to know that your dress looks frumpy or there's something wrong with your hair, like Sagittariuses will tell you the truth. And they don't do it to be mean. They think they're being helpful. So, like, if they go to you and they say, hey, you got something on your shirt or there's something in your teeth, like, they're doing it to help you, to do you a solid. They're not doing it to be mean. So, you're a truth teller, okay? And I can see clearly in this reading, you spoke some type of truth and somebody hates you for it. And they twisted it. And so, I don't know if you exposed them or if you said something. I don't know. But they're flipping it onto you. Like you could have been the scapegoat. Like this person could have literally scapegoated you to friends and family to paint you as a liar so that they look upright. You could be dealing with somebody who's very egotistical, who cares what public opinion is. I don't think you give two shits what a public opinion is. Most Sagittariuses don't. So this makes sense why this will be one of the hardest things you'll ever have to do in life, is to admit something that you know you didn't do, to allow the other person to be right, just so that you can have peace and then move on. Wow, that's what those oracles were warning against. They're telling you against, telling you, like, you have to show grace. It's very hard. And imagine, just like with Jesus, you think it was easy for him to go die on the cross for stupid humans? Like, like that's what grace is. Grace covers a multitude of sins. Grace covers a multitude of wrongs. And I have a friend, his name's Ben, and he's made a post one day. Actually, it was on a prayer deal. It's like a prayer app. And I always remember this because he requested prayer. And this was like 3 years ago. And on the prayer app, he put, he wanted his friends to pray that God would teach him how to show others grace. And it's one of the hardest things you'll ever have to do in life, is to show somebody grace that did you wrong, that wasn't honest with you. But energetically, it's going to bless you. Yeah. Look, you're going to have to make the choice to show this person grace. And then look, there goes the eagle. Like we've seen in the eagle oracle, it said that you would be set free. That freedom, that eagle card talked about freedom. This is going to set you free energetically. Yeah, and then we have the King of Pentacles. And then the Three of Swords. Yeah, so see, there could have been somebody else that was involved in this situation, like a third party. Like this person could have been blaming you and somebody else. And I don't know what happened exactly, but I just feel like there was some heartbreak here that happened. Yeah, we have like this return energy. It's like there's somebody who is also like waiting to return at the right time. You have somebody here who is like waiting to return to you, and offer you like a commitment or something. This is strange. Yeah, okay. There was somebody else involved here. Okay. So it wasn't you. This makes sense. It was not you. There was somebody else. Okay. There was you and your person, which I feel like is this King of Swords, King of Wands. Somebody else came into the picture and started a shit show. Caused fights, drama. They actually, I feel like, could have pre-planned it. How do you say it? Pre-planned this is what I'm seeing. So you had a third party. I don't know if it was an ex. I don't know if it was a friend, a family member. There was somebody who actually made the choice. They made a judgment call. And it's a King of Pentacles. So it's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They actually were waiting to do this. They could have just came home from the distance. So this could be like a family member or an ex or a friend, somebody who lived at a distance and came home. When they came home, they had the mindset that they were going to sneak and break somebody's heart for their own selfish reasons. Flat out. And then, after they did this, after they got in between you and your person, they could have scapegoated your ass. And you took the blame for it, didn't you? Your person that you were in a connection with blamed you for something that somebody else did because they scapegoated your ass. And so you know what you did? I feel like this could have already occurred. There was a fight that broke out because this person came in, made the choice to start shit. They made the judgment call that when they returned and they seen whatever they seen you had going on, maybe you were happy, maybe they didn't like to see you with somebody, I don't know. But they came up with a lie to screw you and your person over, is what I'm seeing, because they wanted to start a fight. And then they went and said Sagittarius was lying and scapegoated you when they were the actual liar. That's what it looks like happened here. And so this makes sense why you guys are so pissed, because somebody was flat out calling you a liar. And I feel like you showed grace to this situation and you were like, you know what? You guys, I don't have time for your fighting. If you guys want to leave my life because of this, that's fine. I know the truth and God knows the truth, and I don't care what any of you think. That's what Spirit and God is telling you to do in this situation, because something is going to occur when you do this, or you might have already done it. God is going to vindicate you. The truth will come out, because the truth don't lie. The truth always will come out. So by you showing grace and just letting them be wrong about you, it was actually in your soul contract for some reason. I don't know why, but it was. Yeah. You have somebody here who is very passionate about you. This almost makes me wonder if it is an ex. If it was somebody that... if it was somebody you were involved with in the past and they came back into your life to start a shit show, and then they said you were lying and then scapegoated you. This person, we have the Hierophant reversed. Look at what they did. So this third party wants a commitment with you. They're very passionate about you. So they want new beginnings with you. But they could have came back home from the distance or something. This could even be a family member who did not want to see you happy. I don't know. But look at this shit. They seen you were in some type of a spiritual union with somebody. It was a new love, and they wanted to betray it so that they can make it stop. So somebody betrayed you. They weren't honest. They weren't being godly. You could also be dealing with somebody too who was like constantly telling you they would commit to you, but they knew they have no intention of doing that either. So I feel like after this person, it's like maybe they wanted to get somebody out of the way so that they could come in and offer you something here. Yeah, you're very guarded. Like, you don't trust any of these people. There is somebody here who wants to come back. Like, they feel regret and remorse over this. This person does love you. You got a couple people here. You have choices in love. So see, it kind of looks like you have two different people who are trying to fight over you or something. Or I don't feel like that's what you wanted. I don't feel like you didn't have anything to do with this. Somebody came in here and ruined a spiritual connection. Like, somebody really came in and ruined a spiritual connection. Because I see you had new love, but it was betrayed. Like, you were this Queen of Pentacles. Look, the Two of Cups is reversed. Six of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Somebody could have been worried that you were giving to somebody else. And so they wanted you to end this bond you had with somebody. There could have been a earth sign female too that was a shit starter in this situation that speared this, or like got this shit going. I don't know. There is somebody that wants to come back here, and I think they want to apologize, or maybe you're going to be the one that apologizes. I don't know, but somebody definitely ruined a connection. That was their intentions. Because they wanted you to choose. I feel like this earth energy could have been the one that did this, because they wanted you to choose. But it's like, maybe you just let everybody, you're just like, whatever, and you just like let everything happen. And then that person that did all this just moved away, and then you're like there in regret. I don't know. This is this Emperor energy. Somebody who's very dominant. Yeah. See, they were stressed out and having anxiety because they did not want you in a connection with somebody. Like, they felt like you were supposed to be their friend or their connection. And then when they seen you with somebody else, they didn't like it. So they set out a plan to sabotage this. And I think you just let them believe whatever. Like, you might have even ended up breaking up with your person over this or something, I'm seeing. And you're just like, okay, well, like, I feel like you literally were scapegoated. And you're just like, fuck it. Oh, well, like, if you don't believe me, fine. Yeah, see, I feel like you had some type of a connection with this fire sign. This fire sign could be very stubborn, and they're looking over at you. Yeah, they want to return. So you may have, this may be the person, like, if this is who you were in a connection with, you may have to tell this person they were right just to keep the peace. Yeah, this person loves you. So whoever this person is, they do love you. All of you guys, look, 3 cups of love here. So this makes sense why they're telling you to look, another freaking cup of love. They're telling you to be the bigger person and accept this person and tell them that they were right. Just to keep the peace. Yeah, I see you having victory, success, giving to this. Yeah, somebody doesn't want you to get away. Like, they want to return. Okay, and then look, God steps in. There's something about you making peace with this person that is going to, like, help you. Yeah, because you're meant to be like a star. You're meant to have spiritual gifts that you share with others. You're sharing your spiritual gifts. And I feel like if you hold on to this painful ending, this illusion, this bullshit that somebody brought you into, this is what you're going to get. It will prevent you from manifesting what you want. Okay, because the Magician's in the reverse. So by you making peace with this individual and telling them, hey, you were right and I was wrong, even though you know you weren't, it was the other person. There was a third party who scapegoated your ass. If you don't let go of this hurt and these emotions, it'll prevent you from being the Magician, meaning you won't be able to manifest what it is you want through your spiritual gifts. So this is for your own good to let go of this. Because if you're holding on to this pain, this betrayal, it will prevent you from manifesting, and you don't want that. But I can see here clear as day, there was a hidden betrayal and you were scapegoat. You were the scapegoat. Wow. Okay, so in the extended, what I'm going to do, golly, where do I even start? The King of Pentacles, I'm going to definitely pull on them. They're the third party who scapegoated you. I'm going to ask in the extended why they did that. Like, what's their true feelings, intentions, and actions they're about to take towards you. And then I'm going to ask about this King of Wands. I feel like this is a person you were just in a connection with and you probably separated because of this betrayal or something. I'm going to ask how they truly feel, intentions and actions they're about to take. trying to figure out like what else they want me to ask. I'll just roll with it in the extended. You guys know how I am. My extendeds are pretty long. I'll just see like what is really happening, like what time it is. Because I feel like spirit will show me, like they always do this, and I wish I could. It kind of sucks because I wish I could. I need to figure out how to edit videos. Like you know, you'll see those people who somehow they edit the extended into their original video, and so it kind of gives you a preview. I don't know how to do any of that crap. I literally have a cell phone and record. That's how I do my business. I'm a 3 energy, so 3s are childlike, and so we just kind of go with the flow. We're not very put together as others. It's a child energy. You get what you get. Like one lady got upset on a video. She's like, oh, you're here, you are talking about us being sad and crying, and you're laughing. She's like, you're insane. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm a life path 3. I laugh all the time. I'm not laughing at you guys, trust me. I laugh. Like, I just do. It's like, it's the 3 energy. It's childlike energy. I think that's why I'm also able to do what I do. It's because you have to be childlike. You have to come to God like a child. And they also manifest really easy because they just believe. Like, you know, you can tell a child Santa's real and they believe it. I'll tell you how I found out the tooth fairy was fake. I was probably about 5 or 6. And, you know, I really liked the tooth fairy because I was always getting money. So, anyway, I was crawling on the counter one day to get it in the cabinet. And at the very top of the cabinet, I found about 4 of my teeth in this, like, clear little... There was several of them. You know how, like, when you go to the dentist, they give you little cases to put your teeth in? Well, those were at the top of the counter. And I knew then that everything was a freaking illusion. From Santa Claus to the Tooth Fairy to the Easter Bunny. It's about 5 or 6. And I remember I was very angry at my mom. It's like, you mean to tell me there's no Tooth Fairy? So anyway, I know it sounds stupid, but it's child energy. Like, they just believe. So when I manifest something or I write it down, oh, I don't even think about it. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's going to happen. And it does. The only thing that hasn't happened yet is I win the lottery. And actually I did, because it's like God was showing me that, okay, you want to win the lottery, you're going to work for it. It's kind of like my business. I mean, I definitely don't have lottery money, nowhere near that. Nothing near that. But anyway, I'll quit blabbing. I'll see you guys in the extended. Let me pull you some numbers. Look at that. Let's see that 8. That 8 is so prominent because of the year that we're in. Wow. What is that? I was going to say, dang, is that a 5? Oh, the 111 code. I was looking for the 555. So look at that. I've been seeing that number. This is a reset. You guys have been reset. This is a reset. It's like a matrix reset you're going through. That's the transformation. That's the death and the rebirth. Now, I know I haven't told you much what's going to be in the extended, so you're probably thinking, well, do I even want to get the extended? But it'll be juicy. It always is. Yeah, some of you guys need to pay attention to your health. Like, start exercising or doing something. Opportunity or windfall. See, isn't that funny? I was talking about the lottery. Mountain Road, you are on the road to success. See, some of you guys are meant to use your spiritual gifts. Wow, look at that. So we have the owl. You've seen it in the oracles and you see it here again. Good advice from a wise person. You know what? I'm going to pull on that and see who that is. This may be somebody in your life. Look, lion, time to act. I feel like you guys have like a Leo or somebody who's about to come towards you. You know what? Let's ask. Where did it go? Hold on, let me find it. I'll pull on that in the extended. See what they're telling you to act on. Or see if this is a person coming in that's about to take action. But you guys are the seers. Let's see, what else do we have over here? Teapot. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Okay, so you guys could be making a new friend, or if you're into the same sex, you could be meeting a new lover. This was flipped upside down. Reward for merit. Recognition. See, I feel like if you do the right thing and you be the bigger person in a situation, you're going to get blessed for it. Family sorrow. Yeah. Some of you guys, this was not a lover. This was a family situation. You guys may be being called to be the peacemakers, to bring family sorrow back together, to help heal a family. Like, be the bigger person, okay? Who gives a shit who's right? Because let me tell you something. I have seen a lot of death in my life. I mean, a lot. And I mean a lot. And I'll never forget what it's like going to a funeral and seeing somebody you love in a casket. Okay? So, if you're fighting with a family member or somebody you love, I don't give a shit who's right or wrong. You be the bigger person and you heal that situation, because you don't want to allow unforgiveness, bitterness, resentment to hinder your spiritual walk and to hold on to that. Because, you know, I think that's why the health card came out. This is affecting your health, and if it hasn't, it could. Holding on to those types of energies cause sickness, and they cause blockages. And I don't care who's right or wrong. Go make it right. Just tell the other person that they were right and you were wrong, because you'll feel so much better. And I don't know what this is exactly about. I'm just a messenger. Yeah, look, victory in some endeavor. You guys are being called to be like the peacemakers here, to have victory in a situation. Dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. And then, let's see, marriage. Some of you guys, this could fix a marriage. Some of you guys are being called to fix a marriage. Discord among friends or family. What did I tell you? There is some type of discord, and you guys are going to have to be the peacemakers, and you're going to have to say, I was wrong, you're right, just to bring harmony. It's like you guys are going to be the key to this. It says, love, deep affection, and caring. Yeah, think more with your heart than your logic, because, you know, us as Sagittarius, we really want to just cuss people out at times, especially if you know they're not telling the truth. And then look, the butterfly is there again. There's a huge transformation, a death and a rebirth. And then look, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross, a rooster. I'll pull on that. This could be the person who, it could be this older woman. This could be somebody who is very arrogant, and you need to go, you know, tell them they're right and you're wrong to make the peace. Like, no matter how, there's just something about it. I don't know why. And then look at this crap. Look at that. You will receive a gift. This looks like the box that I have over here, and the box in that oracle card. It's a wooden box. And this talked about that ancestor or that lady giving you the gift of grace inside the box, and giving you gifts to where you're going to be able to start hearing spiritual things. You know, this older woman, she could be the one who's very boastful. Like, so say if you have like a mother-in-law or a grandma or somebody, like, go make peace. Yeah, then we have dog close-up, pleasure with a close friend. Okay. So some of you guys have a close friend that you're going to be enjoying time with. And then we have fair man, relationships with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. That could be their friend. Okay, so in the extended, I'll pull on these three. See what this wise energy is, what this is. And then we'll see who this boastful, arrogant individual is that you should not cross. You know, it's funny. I have a friend who is a rooster in Chinese astrology. And oh my goodness, when he gets pissed, it's not good. Like, have you ever seen the rooster videos where the roosters are chasing the kids or people? That's what it's like. So we have Aquarius, Libra, Pisces, Gemini, Scorpio, Virgo, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aquarius, Libra, Sagittarius. Okay, So I'll see you guys in the extended. I'll pull and we'll see what all Spirit says over there. Okay, so have a good one.